Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Z-Star, and today we're going to be talking about my thoughts on Unraveled. So first up, let's talk about the controls. They do not utilize the mouse in this game, and I feel if they utilized it, it would have a more of a natural feel. They actually use the WASD keys and the arrow keys, believe it or not, it's the first game in a long time to use the arrow keys. However, it does work well. It takes about 10 minutes to get used to, but it does work well, and I think it works well enough that the platforming style and what the game is, it really complements each other, and I think they made an overall good design choice choosing to use these two sets of keys. However, I think if they just added mouse support, if people wanted it, I feel like it would be more natural and it would have actually benefited them in the long run. Next up, we got the sound and music and everything going on there. So the actual music in this game, I actually love it so much. I didn't actually buy the game. I'm using the Origin Access as a free trial. So I played the first chapter of it, and I actually love the music in this game a lot. And I've actually thought about buying the soundtrack and not buying the game because that's how good it is. It's awesome, it's ambient, and it really captures the reality this game has. It's a game that people poured their hearts into, and it comes out in the music, honestly. Because there's no dialogue in the game, they really had to focus on the music, and I think they did a really good job with it. That's the bottom line. I really love the soundtrack, and I'm probably going to pick it up within the next few weeks. So next up after sound is graphics. This game has a certain bright art style, and it's great. I actually really love it. It's great to have games like Limbo, who are really dark and really good, but everything in moderation. So it's really awesome to have something at the other end of the spectrum, like Unraveled, that sets Limbo apart and sets Unravel apart from each other. They're completely different in the art styles and the graphics. It's great. I love them. So before we get into the main meat of this video and what my problem is with it, I really want to give a really quick tidbit about the menus. You can only use your keyboard to navigate them, only keyboard inputs, and they're very bland, you know. They don't really fit in with the actual game itself. And in a game, the menus and the UI complement each other, as well as the game. And if you have an out of place menu, it just really looks really weird and kind of brings the whole atmosphere down. So, I mean, it's hard to explain, and it's hard to complain about in a game like this because you're not in the menus very much. There's no absurd amount of settings that you have to change and restart your game every time to find just the right settings for you. There really isn't. And I just feel like it's just more unappealing than anything than a problem. Just something to note that I just felt like it was out of place. So here's my main problem with the game. This could be just me, but I had trouble solving the actual problems. And I know the point of where the puzzle games are supposed to make you think and everything. But there's a few where I just have to kind of look at them, and they're hard to see, which is never good for a puzzle game. You want the audience to be stumped, but you don't want them to be stumped so far as to go on the internet and look up YouTube videos, which is what I had to do. It's a fine line to walk, and most platformers don't do it, and that's completely fine. However, I just feel like I need to make this a point in the video. There are a few puzzles in the video that you're going to see that it takes me a few minutes to solve, and I cut most of it out, honestly. A lot of it's cut out because there's no point in watching me stumble around for 10 minutes trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. And this isn't even a 10-minute video, right? This is a quick video, and there's no point in it. And honestly, here's the rule I go by, right? If a platformer puzzle takes more than 5 minutes, right, and you can't figure out what you're supposed to do, don't play the game, because it wastes your time after that point. Things like The Witness, right, are different because they have these giant puzzles where you have to check your work every single time. But in a game like Unravel, where everything is on screen at one time, you really shouldn't take more than 5 minutes to do a puzzle. And this happened to me twice where it took more than 5 minutes, and it frustrated me, and it made me lose interest in the game while I was actually playing, which is never good. You never want your audience to do that. So I just feel like I need to make that a point because it's, like I said, it's something that not a lot of platformers can do, walk that fine line. However, every time a platformer does not, I think I need to make a point of it. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. That's my thoughts on Unraveled. And I know this was a quick video, I'm sorry, but I really wanted to get this out there tonight because it just came out and it's a great game. I enjoyed it a lot. So I think that I need to inform you guys on what I thought about it, and I wanted to get a video out because I haven't put out a video in a while, and we're going to be starting regular videos on the 16th of February 2016. If you're watching this in the future, I should still be posting videos, but we're going to start new videos 2016 January 16th, and we'll be back to normal. So I'll see you guys then.